Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Brendan Phillips, and I currently serve as the National Ballot Access Coordinator for the Howie Hawkins campaign. I just wanted to take an opportunity to spend a few minutes and introduce myself and share a little story with y'all about how I came to find the Green Party and the Howie Hawkins campaign. I'll be posting more videos coming up about ballot access and matching funds, but right now I just, want an opportunity to introduce myself to everyone. So like I said, my name's Brendan. I live in Stansbury Park, Utah. I've been a member of the Green Party since about this time in 2016. Prior to that, I was mostly apolitical. I've always kind of been an anti-authoritarian, right? And I never really cared for the political system. So, I showed up and voted every 4 years, but I was really disengaged with the process and didn't really participate much. In 2014, I had children, and that really kind of changes your perspective on things. And I started to care a little bit more about getting engaged in the political process, right? So in 2015, I was doing some study. I was poking around on the internet, reading about socialism and whatnot. And I came across something that said there was a socialist candidate running for president by the name of Bernie Sanders. And I was like, what? A socialist candidate for president? Wow. And so I looked into Sanders, and I was really interested in his message, particularly about the 1% in economic inequality. It was stuff I'd never really heard from a mainstream politician before. So I was in. I started volunteering for Sanders. I started volunteering for other local Democratic candidates. I got appointed to my local historic preservation commission. I wanted to get involved in my community. My early experience in working inside the Democratic Party was very negative. I'm sure a lot of you Sanders supporters out there can relate, as you try to get involved in this process that they call democratic in their party, you get treated like dirt. And, it was about this time in 2016, around March or April, when we were in the middle of the primary process, I kind of started to see the writing on the wall, right? I saw that it looked like the fix was in against Sanders, that my guy wasn't going to receive the nomination, and I wasn't comfortable voting for Hillary Clinton. So I looked into my other options, right? And it was at that time that I took the I Side With quiz, I looked into who else was running, and I found the Green Party, right? And I looked at the platform, and I was like, wow, where's this been my whole life? This is everything I've ever wanted in a political party. I'm about this. What do I got to do? And so I started looking into Jill Stein and how I could vote for Jill Stein in the state of Utah where I live. And I came to find out that Jill Stein wasn't going to be on the ballot in Utah because the Green Party wasn't on the ballot in Utah. So I started asking around, hey, who's petitioning to get Jill on the ballot? Who's involved with the Green Party here? I came to find out there really wasn't an accredited Green Party in the state of Utah at that time. And I wasn't getting a lot of help. So I kind of said, all right, if I'm going to have a candidate to vote for this November, I'm going to have to put that candidate on the ballot myself, I guess. So now bear in mind, I was just getting started. I had never done any of this kind of work before. I had never really worked on a political campaign, but the vision was there. I knew what I needed to do. So I started doing research. I looked into the ballot access laws in my state. I got the petitions, and I started circulating petitions to get Jill on the ballot. And, the response was just incredible. People were so supportive of us having this option on the ballot. People signed the ballot access petition. And within a few months of doing this, we had a really great team of people that were doing this work, and we were all on the same page, and we all agreed that this was something we needed to do in the state of Utah. So we knocked those petition signatures out really good. We got Jill on the ballot here, and we started to do what was necessary to build an accredited Green Party in the state of Utah. So we had to go through the process of like writing our own bylaws and building a web page and getting a bank account. And I mean, a lot of the people involved with this, they came from the same boat I was. They were disenfranchised with the process, and this was a new world to them. But we pulled it together, we did the work, and we created an accredited state Green Party in Utah. And we got on the ballot in 2017 after we collected 2,000 petition signatures. And in 2018, we fielded 5 candidates for local office in the state of Utah. So over the course of 2 years, we went from not having an accredited party in my state to having statewide ballot access, having an accredited party, and running a slate of 5 candidates in the state. Now, because of that work that we did, we retained a ballot line this year, and now we don't have to do what we did in 2016, which was scramble to get on the ballot at the last minute. Because we put in the work in advance, because we organized between years, we now have ballot access, and we can focus our time and efforts on trying to campaign for our candidate, right? And when I look back at what happened in 2016, I'm grateful I got out when I did, honestly, because, I had a lot of people telling me, we got to stick it out to the convention. We need to wait and see what happens. And if I had done that, the convention didn't come until August 2016, right? Our petitioning window would have been closed by then. By that point in time, I no longer could have petitioned to put Jill on the ballot. I would have been forced to vote for, I don't know, whoever else. But fortunately, I got out, and I did the work necessary to have an alternative option on the ballot. And so, this year we have an exciting opportunity. We can do that now. It's only April. Many of our petition windows are still open for many months. We all see what's going on here, and we don't have to wait until August, right? We can do this work now, and we can do a better job than we did in 2016 because of that. Since I joined this party 4 years ago, I've gained a lot of political education about socialism and political organizing and what it takes to build an independent political party of the left. And it's a very difficult obstacle that requires commitment and organizing, right? We can't just show up every 4 years like people claim we do. I know people like to say that to us. You only show up every 4 years to run for president. Well, that's simply not true. There are hundreds of us, if not thousands, putting in this work every day throughout the year in between cycles to get our state parties on the ballot, to collect petition signatures, to build our grassroots fundraising, and to field local candidates. It's one of the most important things we can do is to build that alternative party. So that's why I'm here. That's why I remain here. My time with the Democrats is done. I don't see that as a vehicle for change anymore. I don't believe reformism of the Democratic Party is possible, and I'm here to build something that can compete with that and eventually destroy it is the hope. I'm a socialist, and socialists are not welcome in a capitalist party. I have found a socialist party here in the Green Party who will welcome me, who will push socialist policy, and who will push the issues that the mainstream parties aren't willing to push. So I'm a Green now. I'm going to remain a Green for the foreseeable future, and I hope you all will too. As you get involved in this party, you'll find some issues, but those issues are only going to be addressed if we address them and if we organize to address them. So, welcome. I look forward to working with you. I look forward to getting our states on the ballot together. I look forward to promoting our candidate together. I look forward to revolutionizing American politics together. I think that's about all I got to say. So thanks for taking the time to listen to it. Like I said, stay tuned. I'm going to post more videos. I'm going to talk about ballot access and what sort of obstacles we're facing there, because it's one of the most important things we do. And I also want to talk about federal matching funds, because it's something that a lot of people don't know about. And it's like imperative to our fundraising, because we are all individual grassroots donations and we don't accept corporate money or super PAC money. So those are two very important topics I'm going to cover coming up. So stay tuned for that. If y'all ever have any questions, concerns, comments, feel free to reach out to me. My name's Brendan. You can reach out to me at brendan@howiehawkins.us. I'll try my best to respond. Admittedly, I'm very busy. It's been a wild couple of days with lots of contacts pouring in, and I'm trying my best to keep up. It's kind of why I did this video, is to cover them all in like one simple video, you know? So thanks again. I look forward to hearing from y'all more. Much love. Stay green.